Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And the other thing that that process of analyzing and fixing your PDF in Acrobat will do is it'll check for any fonts that are not embedded, and it'll create outlines of them as required if it can. Otherwise, you might have to go back to the InDesign document and re-export it. But the main thing is it's going to check for your color space and convert them as required, and that's the most important thing. So that's it really. For those who are not using a big printer, who's got the software available to you to take care of the color space, make sure you speak to your printer. Make sure you ask them for any information you need to plug into your PDF before you export it. Obviously, you're going to need things like bleed as well, and printers marks, etc. And also, most printers probably will ask you to export it as single pages for the sake of the print. What that means is, if I export this again, I'll do it as pages. The default is actually pages, but if you were doing, say, a PDF that you wanted to send to me, you might click on spreads, because if you're sending it to me, it's going to be better for me to view it as spreads. But if you're sending it to the printer, he or she needs to impose those pages into the new positions so that when they print out, they're all on the right sheets of paper in the right order. And so it's easier for them if they start with the pages versions with bleed on each page. And let's just clarify that. If you go up to marks and bleeds, when you export, you should also click on all printers marks when you're sending it to the printer, and that will give them all the information they need about the registration marks, trim marks, etc. And also use document bleed settings. If you set up your bleed in your document, then click on use document bleed settings. And again, that's it. Check your output, convert to destination, and that's it. And Bob's your uncle. Now, maybe we'll just have a quick look at that, and I'll show you the difference of one that's exported with printer's marks. So there it is there. Top of the page, you can see the grayscale boxes, the little sort of CMYK and other swatches up there, registration marks, trim marks, bleed marks, and page information. And each of these pages is individual. Okay, folks, that's it. I hope that was useful. I hope that it clarifies any of the problems that you might have been facing. But look, I can't emphasize enough how important it is just to speak to your printer. It's really, really important. All right, all the best. Take care.